Hi, this is my 5th time trying to do this video, and I'm gonna get through this if it kills me. I am gonna do this, and you're gonna see, and I'm gonna do it quick. Okay, how was your week? Did you have a good week? Good. Okay, or I'm sorry, depending on what you said. I've been thinking this week about what's important in my life. I think about that very often. And I have decided that the things that are important in my life are the people in my life. That's all I care about. That's the thing I care about the most. The people in my life. The people who are my friends, my family, my husband, my kids, the friends I have at school, the friends I have at church, the friends I have at home. And because that's what I'm thankful for, that's what's most important to me, I want to keep them. And so there are times when you have a good friend, or you have, or you're married, or you have a significant other or friends. So there are times when you have it, it's wonderful, and you're right on target with each other. You feel the same way about things. And then there are times when you do not feel the same way, when you do not agree. And it's pretty normal, but it's a little scary to not be on target with your friend or your loved one, because I don't want to fight with them. It's not enough time in my lifetime to fight with people that I love. And so when somebody says something or does something, has an opinion about something that is not how you feel, or it hurts you, there's some pain there. And what do you do with that pain? You could come back and attack them verbally. You could ignore it and try to get through the next day. But I think one of the things that Jesus taught us was that when something like that happens, when you're angry at someone, there needs to be forgiveness. He wrote it, it's written in Matthew, that he said, when Peter came up to him. Now, Peter and Jesus were very close, and said, Lord, how many times do I need to forgive my brother or sister who sins against me? Like up to 7 times? And Jesus said, I'm telling you right now, not 7 times, but 77 times. You have to forgive. Somebody does something that hurts you. They might not even know it, but even if they do, or does something that hurts you, or has a different opinion than you do, you have to forgive them. You don't have to let them hurt you over and over again. You don't have to see them again, but you have to forgive them. The reason is, if you don't forgive them, you're going to be the one that will be hurt. You're the one that it's going to bother the most. Forgiveness and the act of forgiving helps the person who's doing the forgiving more than anyone else. You don't even have to tell them that you forgive them. So, when you're really angry and you want to forgive somebody, what do? How do you get through to the point where you are capable of doing that forgiving and get away from the anger? All right, so apparently my granddaughter knows the answer to that, because she learned it from Daniel's neighborhood. Daniel Tiger's neighborhood. And Daniel Tiger's neighborhood comes from Mr. Rogers. And Mr. Rogers was a good, caring, loving man who understood children's feelings. And by understanding children's feelings, understanding adult feelings. And he wrote a song. It's called When You Feel So Mad That You Want to Roar. When you feel so mad that you want to roar, you take a deep breath and you count to 4. I wanted to play with the triangle, but someone picked it first. And that made me mad, really, really mad. But when you feel so mad that you want to roar, you take a deep breath and count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can take turns playing the triangle instead. The house we built got knocked down and it made us mad, really mad. But when you feel so mad that you want to roar, you take a deep breath. And count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can build an even better house instead. When you feel so mad that you don't think you can forgive, you take a deep breath and count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that will calm you down and get you to the point where you can forgive your best friend. My best friend and I had a problem a long, long, long time ago. And we didn't agree on something. And it was a little scary to me because I went home. And the next day she called me. And she said, Kath, what do you want to do? And I said, I want to be friends. And she said, so do I. And that's what we did. We forgave each other. And we are still best friends. When Lisa and Carl had just moved in together, they had a problem. They were mad at each other and they were driving in the car. And they were so mad that they pulled over and Colin got out of the car and started walking. And Lisa took the car and drove to where she was and stopped the car and said, what do you want to do? And she got in. And they forgave each other. My friend and I are still good friends, are still best friends. Lisa is now our family, in addition to being her own family's family, because they forgave each other. I'm not willing to lose my friends. I'm not willing to lose the people that I love because of something that I think I was right and they were not. I need to be able to forgive so that I can feel the weight come off of me, the fear go away just for a little while, so that I don't lose anybody again. You don't have to tell them that you forgive them. You don't have to make an announcement. You don't have to love them forever. But you do want to make sure that you feel good. Matthew West wrote a song called Forgiveness. It's the hardest thing to give away and the last thing on your mind today. It always goes to those who don't deserve. It's the opposite of how you feel when the pain they cause is just too real. It takes everything you have to say the word forgiveness. It flies in the face of all your pride and moves away the mad inside. It's always anger's own worst enemy. Even when the jury and the judge say you've got a right to hold a grudge, it's the whisper in your ear saying, set it free. Forgiveness. Show me how to love the unlovable. Show me how to reach the unreachable. Help me now to do the impossible. It'll clear the bitterness away. It can even set a prisoner free. There is no end to what its power can do, so let it go and be amazed by what you see through eyes of grace. The prisoner that it really frees is you. Let it go. Forgive. Anything that's going on that you can't let go, it's not worth having. Because this is what's worth having. Love. Caring, friendship. Family. Humans. That's what's worth it. So if you're having a hard time, let me know what's going on. I do want to say one thing. Colleen's birthday's coming up in March. And last year we did this, and we want to do it again this year. So Colleen, when she was in college, had a connection to the Ronald McDonald House in New Brunswick. And I know you probably know this, but Ronald McDonald House is a place for families of children who are in hospital to stay. They feed them, and they give them a place to stay. And when Carl was in school, she helped them. And so we want to do that in her name. So all we're asking is, if you drink soda and stuff out of cans, you just bring me the little pop tops of the cans, and we'll put them in a little box like that, like a little Ronald McDonald House. And we'll bring them. And that's what we did last year. We'll bring them, and then they can get money for that so that they can continue to help these children and these families. So if you have them, keep them. Put them in a little plastic bag and bring them to me. That would be kind of cool. I would really appreciate that. All right, and Kenny told me I should ask you, if you like the videos and you want to watch them, if you hit subscribe, they'll come through. And you can see them every week, and you can see older ones. If you like them, hit like. And then maybe other people will get to see them too if they want. You don't have to. It's totally up to you. And I don't know who does and who does not, so don't worry about it. But I do want you to know, I love you. I miss you a lot. But we'll be together soon. Have a good week.